Hello and a very warm welcome back to the channel. I'm in Buckinghamshire today. What I'm just about to tour is a globally recognised architectural gem. It's a Grade 2 star listed house called High and Over, and it's widely believed to be the first modernist home to be built here in the UK. It's a really special place, but what makes this home even more interesting is what the current owners have done inside. They've spent years trying to faithfully recreate an interior that reflects the proportions and the houses when it was first built. Now, firstly, a bit of potted history for you. The story starts when a chap called Bernard Ashmole was looking to build a new and exciting house for his family, so he commissioned a guy called Amyas Connell, a young ambitious architect from a practice called Connell, Amyas and Lucas, to design something that combined a mix of modernity and elegance with all those proportions in mind. This house is the end result, and it was built between 1929 and 1931. Now, there's one thing I will try and link a video to in the comments section below, but there's a link to a listing that and it's a fabulous Pathé video of this actual house when it was finished and showing off its newfound notoriety as the House of Dreams. It's fascinating. It's only a few minutes long, but well worth a watch, even if it's only to compare and contrast how how it's changed over the last 100 years. Right, a bit of technical detail for you. The house is more or less bang on 5,000 square feet. I'll drop a floor plan here at this point so you can pause the video if you want to have a little bit of a detailed look of what's available inside. There are 6 bedrooms, a dressing room, a study, 6 reception rooms, 2 amazing roof terraces, 2 garages, outbuildings, all on a plot of just under 2 acres. So let's kick things off. I'm going to put today's tour into 3 parts simply because of the scale of it. It's huge, and it'll probably take me an hour to detail every step as I walk around the house. I'd like to try and condense it down to about 10 minutes so it doesn't get too boring for you. So with that in mind, let's head to the rear of the house and the back garden, and we'll make our way through the 3 levels as we head up. Let's go. So kicking things off, we're on High Over Park in Amersham, which is a lovely, lovely part of the world. Very, very peaceful, very, very quiet, very leafy, very green. And what makes this place even more attractive, especially with people from London, because of its proximity to London, but also it has a tube line. You're out in the middle of nowhere and you wouldn't expect a tube line, but it is the very end of the Metropolitan line, so it gets you into London, I think, in around about half an hour. I've not done the journey, I must confess. I normally drive here, but it's a very straightforward journey. And here we are, High and Over in all of its glory. Lovely big crunchy gravel drive. So we've got the grounds that start basically over here and they wrap around. Let's go and have a look down in the garden. The gardens are gorgeous, really leafy, all peppered with a lot of the owner's sculpture. One of the owners is an artist, so lots of his works dotted around. But as we just pick our way through here, you get the bulk of the ground. So you've got this lovely sloping garden that drops down to this circular pool at the bottom. This was added when the house was first built, so I think it actually forms part of the listing status as well. But as you see, I've picked an absolutely glorious day to come and view this garden. Thankfully the weather's being kind to us, but there you go. So yeah, big garden, in total just under 2 acres, and as you see around the edge here, you've got this sort of tree-lined border which is quite deep, so it gives you the privacy, it screens off from everything. And then the steps that run down from the back of the house, which drop you down by the pool. Lovely social, really nice social space, real sun trap as well, beautifully finished. And got a slight, well, dare I say it, slight Californian feel about it. I don't want to get too cliched, but it's just a really nice place to be down here, very quiet. And then you get these lovely views to the back of High and Over. And just over to the right there is the other, just if I just point the camera over there, that's basically the back of the second garage block, which is a double garage. There's also basement storage, which I can't get into today, but it's a very, very decent size. It's actually off of the separate second garage that's on the right hand side of the house. Okay, let's go and head inside the house. Okay, front of the house, and here we go. Let's step inside here. We've got this beautifully restored front door. Okay, so we're stepping inside and into this octagonal reception hallway, and I can't tell you, I'm so honoured to be working on selling this property. It's a real joy to be here. Now I know that modernist homes, you know, not everyone is going to be interested in ultra modernist properties. A lot of people prefer the older period stuff, but this place, you cannot fail to be impressed by how the owners have taken this, and just their faithful restoration of everything is just fabulous. Really, I'm losing the words really, but I mean, let's start here. So to the left, this is the dining room. We've got, this is Australian walnut flooring, and these walls are clad in Dutch gold leaf. Now this isn't original. They tried to get it as close to the original as possible, which was a bronze cellulose, which was how this room was originally decorated. Now, but I can demonstrate, because in the oculus here, this circular oculus, which that's the circular landing around it, but that colour in there is the original colour, and that would have been in this dining room as well. And when the owners first moved in, that was all painted white, so they stripped it all back and uncovered it, which is a fabulous find. Doors out there to the veranda, pop out there in a second, and just to our left here, little guest loo. Aviator theme, according to the owners, works really well. Lovely tiled floor. And then, now this is the library. So this flooring in here is maple. We've got oak bespoke cabinetry here. Great room, big, and I must show you these. We've got three radiators along here, which are a real find. The owners found them in Czechoslovakia years and years ago and brought them back and installed them. They're a lovely feature. You can, well, when they get warm enough, you can sit on them. So middle of winter, keep you nice and warm. And you've got another door here. That's to the side of the house where the double garage block is. And then these windows facing the back. Okay, and then we head across the hall to the formal dining room. Sorry, beg your pardon, formal living room. Again, maple floor in here. These windows. Actually, I'll add this. This is an interesting, well, if you're interested in modernism and crystal windows, but these are not crystal windows. When the owners first purchased, they wanted to get a copy of the doors and how they would have originally been. I spoke to Crittall, who are obviously a very established firm in the UK. They make these considered sort of warehouse industrial windows. They're very, very nice and very stylish and very sought after. But the people at Crittall, who have got an extensive back catalogue of detailed installations of everything that they've put in over since the company was conceived, no record of these ever being installed at High Nova. So the investigation continued, and it was discovered that there was a company called Holdsworth. So the owners contacted Holdsworth, who have then produced the additional doors that they've installed, as you'll see as we wander around this hallway. But yeah, not Crittall windows. This little planted feature here was actually originally a fountain. If you did look at the video that I added the link for the Pathé video, you'll notice that that was a fountain when it was first built, sorry, I should say. Okay, and then from the reception hallway, we are back out onto this rear raised terrace, which is absolutely gorgeous, complete sun trap, very, very quiet, very leafy. Look at that. It's just a really nice place to be here. And then this steps down Head down this lovely stairwell to the pool, and then more patio area here. It's a very social house. There's been some, I'm reliably informed, there's been some very, very fabulous parties here. I can see why. And then here we are looking back at the back of the house. Right, time to head upstairs. Okay, so on the stairwell here, and I have to say, for me, this is this staircase is a real feature. It's really dramatic, really well restored, and you've got these big double glazed windows which aren't original but have been matched accordingly. This wall here is the original paint. This was also uncovered, so they've left that. But what they've also tried to do, when you reach the circular landing here, all of the interior walls here have been matched, and the ceiling have been matched to that uncovered colour palette which we just saw. Over there, if you can just see, there's a little bit of a line in the wall. Now that was originally a door which could be reinstated, and that opens up into the left wing of the house as you're looking at the house, which we'll go into shortly. There's another access to that side of the house. And there we are. So up here we've got 3/4 bedrooms. We've got the main bedroom just to our left here, and then to our right we've got 2 bedrooms here. You have to walk through one to get to the other, so 3/4 depending on how you view it. You could turn that into the far room into a nice dressing room, but there's also a utility room up here as well. And then you've got these lovely views over the back of the other side of the back garden. Okay, let's head upstairs to the top floor. Okay, what can I tell you about the top floor, where we are currently sat? Well, to say it's bright is an understatement, and when I flip the camera around, you can see why. It is absolutely magnificent up here. The design originally of the house was to obviously just incorporate a bit of inside, but obviously appreciating the outside. So you've got this covered. Both sides of the roof terraces are covered. You can step out into the sunshine if you want to, but it's nice. It makes it a very usable, almost year-round roof terrace on both sides. Now, High and Over was built at the top of a hill, so when it was originally constructed, this was the only house here. It's a bit of a modernist's dream around here, because there are houses further down the hill called the Sun houses, and they were built after High and Over. This one set the tone, I think, but the views are, well, now the trees are a bit more established, but you can just see over there you've got the slight top of the rooftops of some of the houses next door over to the countryside, and then you just get this lovely green backdrop. So that was roof terrace number 1, and then we'll head over to roof terrace number 2. Again, covered area. It's all paved up here. It's really solid. I mean, obviously it's a concrete construction house, so this thing feels as solid as anything. And then there we are. Loads of room up here. I mean, on a day like today, it just makes sense. It's just so nice being up here. And then on this side, this is the front of the house looking down onto the driveway. Right, there we go. Let's head back inside and back into this reception area. A little electric burner there. Study. Now I must just show you this. The owner gave me permission. This is wonderful. These are this is an archive of everything they've were given by the previous owners. Previous owner's daughter, I should say. This is a little photo book. This is the land. If you can see that, this is the land before High and Over was built, and this was sort of midway through construction. It's lovely to look back on this. I don't know if you can see these particularly well, but and these houses here, these are the Sun houses when they were first constructed, just to the bottom of the hill, and that's High and Over in all its glory when it was first built. Using the pool. And this is lovely as well. This is a copy of the Country Life from Saturday, September 19th, 1931, and inside here there's an article detailing High and Over. Just thought that was a nice touch. So this is where one of the owners continues their art. And then out here we've got a bathroom, just to the right. And then we've got a small study, another studio, bit of storage. But hopefully you can see as we've been walking around the window. I mean, the windows are big, so and it's a brutal sort of build, but it's full of light. It really is a beautifully light house. And then we'll head down these. This is an internal staircase of the wing that I mentioned earlier. It kind of feels like a secret lair. So I think this is more of the walnut on this floor here. It's another bedroom. With a little shower built into the corner. And there's just a little loo there. And lastly, on this floor, another room, another bedroom, used as a music room. But again, light, bright, and all the ceiling heights are very good in this house throughout. Really nicely proportioned. Okay, let's head back down and have a look at the kitchen. Right, we're back on the ground floor. That's the front door. That is a secret door, which I'll show you in a second. So here we are. Where we were just shortly on the top floor, and we headed down a stairwell into what I was describing as the secret wing. This is the access from the ground floor. So this door here leads you through to a little hallway. These windows here overlooking the drive. We're at the front of the house, and down on this level we've got the kitchen, which we'll go into in a second. But just to my right here is also another door, which leads us very neatly into the dining room. Right, and capping off the tour, kitchen. Now that's the door with the porthole window, and then here we go. It's a big kitchen. Lots of storage. Not the original kitchen, but a very nice reproduction. And that's a Laconia oven and hob with 5-ring induction there, and an enormous extractor hood, almost semi-commercial. That thing is huge. That's the doors to the back. Well, the back doors to the garden. That leads out to the garage, the second garage block. And you've got here seating area, another window, fully tiled floor, big ceiling height again, lots of light, and there is a huge amount of storage in here. And then you've got this lovely stainless steel countertop, and then freezer and fridge. And I think from memory this is a dishwasher. Yep, got it right. There we go. So you've got the drawer dishwasher there. And there we have it. That's the kitchen. That is a wrap on High and Over. I hope you've enjoyed the tour as much as I've enjoyed walking around this place. I have, got to be honest, I've got a real affection for this place. It is a really warm, welcoming. It's a family home, and actually, it's a usable family home. It's very, very well refurbished, and it's been meticulously redeveloped, but it still feels very usable. I know that there are certain people who are going to have a slight hesitation taking on a Grade 2 star listed house. I get that, and it's not for everybody. But if you are and you've got the money, it's going up for sale for £3 million. I'll link the details, the listing details in the comments section below for you to have a look at. But it's just a really nice place to be. It's quiet, It's leafy. We're close to London. We're close to Amersham, and Amersham is, I think I said in the intro as well, is one of those good areas. It's close enough to London to feel like you're connected, but you're far enough away to feel like you're getting away from it, if that makes sense. And there's a tube line here, which is obviously a real bonus. You've also got Amersham Old Town. There's great shops down there, some lovely restaurants, and it's beautifully historic. Well worth a visit, even if you're not interested in buying a house. I would certainly recommend coming to visit Amersham and Beaconsfield, both very nice parts of the world. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next tour, but until then, take care.